Back in the days when I lived in Laos, I heard that if you ever see something or hear anything strange, just keep moving forward and pretend that you didn't see or hear anything. During this time in Laos, I had some hearing loss. Not totally, but enough to where I had to face you directly to be able to understand what you're saying. When I was about 13 or 14, I went out with my older cousin during the evening to check out some girls in the next village. On the way to the village, my cousin told me to follow him behind, so I did. He said, if you see me run, run. If you see me creeping, creep. If you see me hide, make sure you hide too. I agreed. I asked him why we must do these things. He said that the road we're traveling is haunted, so we must move quickly. If he sees or hears anything strange, we must detour quickly. I was scared, but I told him I wanted to go, so he and I went on this adventure. As we went onto this little village towards the east, there was no problem. We met two nice girls who were just about to prepare dinner, and they invited us to have dinner with their family, but we declined. I asked if it was okay for us to see them later. They agreed to come out and talk with us. I was happy, but my handicap was so shameful since I wasn't able to communicate well with the girls. I let my cousin do all the talking and laugh when he laughed. It felt awkward being there and not seeing a thing. One of the girls asked my cousin why I was not talking, so he said that when I was young, I was stung by a wasp in the ear. The girl felt so sorry for me, so she came and sat next to me. But I was shy since this was the first time a girl noticed me at all. I tried to gather up some courage and carry a conversation with her, but everything that came out was yes and no, and mostly head nodding. She did most of the talking for the both of us though. By the time I knew it, it had gotten very late. My cousin was still talking to the other girl while I was sitting next to the girl that I liked very much. I finally got enough courage to tell her my name and ask her for her name and if it was okay for me to see her again. She smiled and said yes. I asked her if my handicap made her think differently of me. She said that it was my heart she wanted, not my ears, and I was so happy. It was getting close to 4 a.m. in the morning and the roosters were beginning to crow. We said our goodbyes. On our way back, I was following my cousin closely. All of a sudden, he started to run. So I ran after him. Every turn he made, I followed exactly how he told me to. We came to a crossroad, and there was this lady dressed in black standing there in the middle of the road, looking southward. My cousin stopped, and we hid behind a big tree. He put his hand to my mouth and whispered for me to not move or make a single sound. We watched through the leaves, and the lady started to walk towards our direction. My cousin made sign language for us to hide underneath the leaves and let her pass. I could feel my heart pounding and the hair on my arms and neck rising. As we laid underneath the leaves, we could see her pass by. I could barely see her face, but I knew she wasn't human. We just lay quietly and watched her go down the road. Instead of going back on the road, we detoured through the woods and found a different path home. My cousin and I were scared. He asked me, "Did you hear her calling your name?" In which I told him no. I thought he was joking, but he looked serious. He then said, "Did you tell those girls your name?" And I nodded yes. And then he replied with, "Look, never ask for a girl's name or tell her your name out in the open, okay?" I was young and stupid. I didn't know what I was doing and no one taught me all of this. When we got home, he told my dad that we saw a demon calling my name on the road. My dad went and fetched a shaman right away. The shaman said that we need to change my name or else the demon will find me. Then I'll get sick. So right then and there, the shaman made a doll out of straws and tied my shirt onto the doll and said that the person you seek is no longer here, so stop bothering us. The shaman and my father took the doll to a cliff and threw it off the cliff. Later that week, I heard that the girl I was talking to got really sick and died. Even though my name was changed, I kept seeing that girl in my dreams. Sometimes the dreams would seem so real, like as if she was right here next to me. In my dreams, I knew it was a dream when I told her to stop coming to see me, but she said that she wanted me and only me. I told her I'm too young and still irresponsible, but she said she loved me so much and that she'll always be with me. In my dreams, she was always so beautiful and so wonderful. But I knew she was dead, so I tried my best to persuade her to leave me alone. She would cry, and it made me sad to see her cry. Once during harvesting time, I was tired, so I went to sleep at our farm hut. I could have sworn I saw her vividly in our garden, so I got up and scanned the rice field. It was only my imagination. I was kind of scared, but I had to be strong and pretend that I didn't notice anything. I continued gathering rice into piles. My dad then said for us to go home, and he came to me and asked if I was alright. I told him, yeah, I was fine. He said that I looked pale, and that if I experienced anything or saw anything today. Then I told him that since the last time the shaman came to our house, a week after, I started having dreams of my dead girlfriend. Earlier, I saw her in our rice field. He got his Hmong knife and raised it over my head and said to leave me alone, and that she was in the land of the dead now and we shouldn't be doing this. If she truly did love me, she would leave me alone. When we got home, my dad went to fetch the shaman again. We traveled to the village where the girl used to live, and we went to her house, only to find that it was abandoned. So we gave our condolences and killed a pig as an offering to her. Her family no longer lived in that village. After she died, they moved to another town to be closer to her dad's relatives. Ever since we did that offering, she never came back to see me again. In 1986, we came to the US. I'm no longer deaf. Turns out I had a bad ear infection, and with the cochlear hearing implant, I'm doing great. I always wondered, what if I had heard that woman calling my name? Would I have died like that girl? I guess having a hearing loss was a blessing in disguise. Hey, thanks for making it to the end of the video. I'm still working on that series, so keep an eye out if you're interested. I just thought I'd upload something for my loyal subscribers who watch all my videos. You guys are the best. Speaking of which, make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also leave a comment. It really helps with the algorithm. Remember, leave a comment. Anyways, I will catch you all next time. Have a good one.